love just waiting for it to catch on. Hello, my darling peoples. Um, Welcome to Live from the Pandemic. It's 4 p.m. It's like 4:05, 4:04. My computer died, so I'm a little bit behind schedule. Ain't no thing. How's everyone doing today? It's Friday. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. Happy Friday if it does. It's Drag Race tonight, which to me is the only thing that makes it like it's a reward at the end of the week. It feels like Friday. It's like something to look forward to. Might get dressed up tonight and watch Drag Race. It's a big day. Hey Lorna, hey Ash, hey Dr. Sutherland, hey Facebook peeps. Yeah, so happy Friday. Nice to see some faces. So, what's everyone else doing this weekend? Anything exciting? Anything for themselves? Um, does it feel like a weekend? I still am working part time in my Muggle job, and so it does feel like a weekend. And like I said, we got some snacks. I'm gonna get dressed up. It's a big day here. So I wanted to jump on to talk about self love um, and a self love ritual. My cat is here. I don't know if anyone can see. Um, and so, yes, self love, specifically self worship rituals, um, which are to me like a practice of self love, like a physical practice to cultivate a more loving relationship with yourself, which is what I'm going to be talking about more in the coming lives. And I'll actually be doing a workshop on self love um, May 6th. So, hey, Janet, nice to see you. So just talking about self-love, you're right. You're right on time. So anyway, more on that. So self-worship rituals or self-love are, I mean, I think it's a perfect time to be doing them. I think lots of people say they don't have time um, to be dedicating to themselves and to um, practices for themselves. So like a self-love ritual is like a physical thing that you do for yourself. So it's like slightly different. This is my definition. Um, Slightly different than self-care, although some of the practices may look the same because self-care can be like, doing some gardening or reading or working on boundaries or having difficult conversations or like healing your trauma, which are all very worthwhile things related to your self care. And they might even be slightly different than pleasure activities because the same thing, like you reading or like eating a really good meal can be a pleasure activity. It's something or I really enjoy. Um, or spending time with a friend or a partner, those can be pleasure activities. And this is really about your time with yourself and your rituals for yourself to cultivate your self-love. um, so I think about it like if you are your own lover, and all the ways that you would want to be treated by a lover and adored by a lover, and like as the queen, warrior, king, however you identify that you are. Um, but you're giving that to yourself. So it's done, they're done lovingly, with a sense of gratitude and a sense of presence, like you're being present. Um, and it's sort of like a gentle, tender, loving practice with yourself. So, like I said, I think it's the perfect time. Lots of you are lying if you tell me you don't have time now, because majority of you have more time than you ever have. So it's a great time to get into practices that rituals that you can start incorporating into your life regularly. You can do the one-off, like if it's Friday, you could do something today or tonight, this weekend, or these things that you can start cultivating in your own life. I realized I'm just getting some comments about other things. I'll get to those in a minute. Okay, so self-worship is sort of the extravagant admiration for or devotion to oneself, which is lovely. I think the extravagant is quite, well, it doesn't have to be extravagant, but I like that it could be. So again, these are practices of adoration and love for yourself. So they can look all kinds of different ways. So one, it could be like taking deep, long, loving breaths and consciously like breathing self-love in and breathing love out. It could be spending some time in front of the mirror and admiring yourself, your body, whatever comes to you, but doing it in a loving and admirational way. You can have an altar for yourself where you light candles and incense or whatever feels good that is in what's the word, contribution to yourself. This can look like having a bath or a shower with adoration and tenderness, like spending time washing your body and admiring your body parts and how good your skin feels or how good it feels to give yourself something nourishing. It's Ella, everyone. Ella is really good at self-worship. She spends a lot of time loving on herself. Maybe that's not her conscious thought, but she's certainly a pleasure slut, I'll tell you that. It can be like body oil or moisturizer. Oh, you couldn't get comfortable? Not the right spot for you? Body oil or moisturizer, rubbing those on yourself, giving yourself a self massage, touch or self touch or exploration, like what feels good on your body. Does it feel nice just to rub your fingers along your elbow crease? It's like a very lovely, erogenous, but very lovely zone. Can you try touching yourself in new ways that feel really good? You can lie naked and just feel how good it feels to be naked and feel the air on your skin. You can touch yourself in new ways, or obviously like ways that feel good, that are sort of appreciative of you and because you deserve it and because it feels really good. Obviously, masturbation's included in that. You can dress up in something that feels really nice just for you. Prance around in front of the mirror, take pictures of yourself. You can cook yourself a really loving meal. That's like I said, these kind of things that like you would want a lover to do for you, are the things that you're doing for yourself. So a loving meal that you eat lovingly and with being present. You can buy yourself flowers. You can meditate. Obviously, move or dance in a way that feels really good for your body and being really present in that. Again, what feels good as the goddess that you are. Can be things like washing your face really presently and adoringly, adorning yourself in like whatever jewelry or body paint or any sort of doing of hair, makeup, all counts as sort of self worship, especially like in this time when you're doing it just for you because it feels nice. Playing with your hair. Lots of people really love when lovers do that, or anyone does that for them consensually. Would it just feel really nice to just play with your hair and like maybe give yourself a scalp massage and um, just explore that aspect of yourself and not needing to rely on someone else to give it to you. Um, Writing yourself a love letter or a poem. Those are really lovely and nice to return to at times when you're feeling low. And that can, you can express gratitude for yourself in that. All the things that you admire about yourself or the things that you bring to the world. Again, all things you would like to maybe hear from a lover. You feed yourself grapes. Um, Read to yourself out loud. It can be lovely. Um, you can speak kind words or like mantras to yourself about yourself that are loving and kind. Um, so those are a couple ideas. I'd love to hear what other folks think or do for themselves. And I want to, just for a second talk about, I think for some people, self-love is a really weird concept. Um, and I get it because I've been there and I am on the journey as well. Um, but I think for a lot of folks, self-love has had the like connotation that or like it means that you're self-absorbed, which it doesn't at all. It means even the opposite, that I mean, if you are thinking about other people all the time and how they're, or like how you're interacting with people and how they perceive you and um, acting from places of insecurity, that's far more involved in self than somebody who is just, say, confident and loves themselves and knows their own worth. Um, they don't need to be thinking about how other people perceive them as much, or whether people like them, or if they, um, obsessing about particular conversations or things they did or how they look or how they present themselves. So and it doesn't mean, like, if you love yourself, it doesn't mean that you think you're any more important than anyone else. That's not the point. The point is that you recognize your own worth and that you are just as worthy as anyone else. You love other people too, and you think that they're awesome and unique and wonderful in their own ways, and they are also deserving of love and self-love. But being able to extend that to yourself as well, that you are just as worthy as anyone else. So that's my thoughts on self-love and self-worship practices. I'd love to hear if anyone has any others, or if anyone does anything tonight to honor or worship themselves, or if there's anything that you can take from that to incorporate into your daily life, or weekly, whatever that might be, on your self-worship um, path. Mm-hmm. So the other thing I wanted to mention, which I forgot to, and now I can't access my text to give you information, but I know that, so I'm teaching tonight, I'm teaching burlesque size for Loyobo Fit. So I'm pretty sure you can still join that. You don't think you have to be a member. I will maybe get that information and jump back on. But if anyone's wanting to do that, that's at 6 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. You can check out my page, I guess. I'll post stuff up there. Great clothes and great underwear are my go-tos as well. Yes, that's exactly it. Feeling good, dressing up, putting on a little like secret for yourself that just you know about, that feels good for you. Absolutely. It's awesome, Lorna. Lorna, do you know how people can join Loyobo if they're not a member? I don't know, because I know you are part of the Loyobo fam. But anyway, yeah, I'll post that if anyone's interested. I can see that Courtney, the owner of Loyobo, has tagged me, and if it's possible, I will post about it. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a great Friday and that you spend some time this weekend loving on your lovely little selves. Okay, we'll talk soon. Okay. Say bye, Ella. She's really stressed. Bye. Okay.